So the court decided that Julian Assange exposing US government crimes and then being threatened with 175 years by the US government are unrelated events. And the worst part is that they accept the US government is criminal. They acknowledge the torture, the rendition, the meddling with legal cases in Europe. Talk about irony. And then how do they substantiate this? Well, they say the federal prosecutor is a nice man. He swore to us. He's a nice man. That is what they wrote in the judgment. And then the best part, at the end, they blame Assange. They say, well, you know, Assange does not accuse Mr. Kronberg of dishonesty. That in itself is fatal to this aspect of the applicant's face. Oh, okay, I see. So it's because he didn't do that. Well, you know, I agree with the judges. I agree. Maybe Assange should have said this directly to the court. They are dishonest. That's all they are. And then they say that the fact the CIA headquarters are only 15 miles from the courthouse will totally have no effect on the selection of jurors who will, you know, convict or not convict Assange. They say, it's not impossible to find 12 independent jurors. Yes, I'm sure it's not impossible. The question is not whether it's impossible. The point is that it's very likely there's a conflict of bloody interest, isn't there? The people trained to lie for a living, you expect them to tell the truth when they're selected for jury duty regarding someone who exposed their crimes? I mean, didn't Mike Pompeo, you know, the CIA director who helped launch this case, say, what's his motto? We lied, we cheated, we stole. Here's another great bit. The judges say that, this whole plot to kidnap Assange and poison him or assassinate him, it doesn't matter anymore because if we extradite him, well, then there's no need to do any of that, right? Yes, that's the point. That's what the whole case is about. It's getting him to the United States to kill him. Thank you for admitting that. Yes. High Court have really screwed Assange because what they've done now is they've looked at the case, they've thrown out all the important points, everything that matters, that this is a violation of press freedoms, the fact that Assange and his lawyers were spied on, all of the meat, and now they're doing exactly what the lower court did in 2021. They're giving Assange a hollowed out, bittersweet victory and then setting him up to fail in the next stage so that the United States can extradite him. In 2021, they said, okay, we'll block the extradition, but only on health grounds. And now it's again, we'll block the extradition, but only until the United States can give us better assurances. What do you mean better assurances? Even if the United States gave Assange an ironclad contract, you should never believe them. I published classified documents from the US government of a man who was extradited from Spain to the US on condition he serve a sentence back in Spain so he could be close to his family. Simple case, no political background. He hadn't published any documents, just a stupid marijuana case, right? The United States literally signed a contract and then violated it the second that he arrived there. They literally photoshopped his signature out. They photoshopped his signature out so that he couldn't go to court and then contest their behavior. What do you think they're going to do to Julian Assange? You think they're going to be fair with him? You expect the Americans to treat him fairly? Man, I was sitting 2 meters away from the US lawyer when the judges asked, can you slap additional charges on Assange the second he sets foot in America? US goes, yeah. Can you give him the death penalty? Yeah. Dude, throw the whole case out. Right there, bam, done. For me, this is really infuriating because I have literal evidence. I worked on these assurances, and you can never, ever trust the Americans. Today, they'll say, yeah, we'll give Assange the rights that Americans get. And then the second he's in America, they'll say, hey, we said the rights that Americans get, not US citizens. Or, well, we said we wouldn't give him the death penalty. We didn't say we would Jeffrey Epstein him, while all the cameras are off. These are people you cannot trust. This is who we're dealing with. Make no mistake. No matter what assurances they give, it will be a lie.